Hello and welcome everyone to Pandora's Tarot. These are the readings for the month of September. As I always say, please remember to check your rising and your moon sign as well as your sun sign so you get a full picture of the energies that are available to each and every one of you throughout the month of September. For those of you who are interested in astrology, September is a really important month. The energies are shifting. It's eclipse month. There are two actually. One is lunar and one is solar eclipse. So do check your favorite YouTube astrologer because September really is a month where all the energies that we have been feeling up until this moment in the year will shift into something much more positive. So do check them out. And of course, if you would like a private reading, you can contact me at pandorastarot@gmail.com. The information is in the box below this video, so you can just copy paste from there. Okay, so I will see you again at each of every one of your readings. And of course, I always say thank you for spending your time with me, for commenting and subscribing and sharing and liking. So thank you for being a part of this community. Okay, let's move on to the readings. Hello Cancer, welcome back to your September reading. Let's move on to your cards right in front of us. We have the Six of Swords in the challenge position. This is a card that, being in the reverse, means that you are stuck in a situation where you're not able to move forward. When we look at it in the upright position, we have a family that is trying to move away from darker and turbulent waters and they're aiming for the land here that you can see at the horizon. So they're looking for a better future, right? The thing with this card is that sometimes it comes up with a sense of nostalgia for whatever it is that you're leaving behind. Now, being in the reverse, it means that there is a situation that you have been trying to leave behind. This could be an actual situation. It could be that you're trying to move houses, move to a different city, even move to a different country, because this card represents long distance travel and even travels over water, So being in the reverse means that you have been trying to move forward and you're just not able to do so. Okay, you are stuck in this turbulent water. And I've said it, there's another sign that came up with this card also, and what I said is like, imagine if you were in this canoe but with one single paddle. So you're paddling on one side instead of both sides and you're just moving in circles. Okay, that's the feeling and the image that comes with this card. And being that it comes up in the challenge position, I think you're not only focused on that, but you're almost determined to make this situation end in the month of September, Cancer. And I think I said it in the introduction to all of these videos. The energies, the astrological energies, the energies of the planet are really going to be on our side more on this half of the year. Okay, so this sort of new energy, this new drive that you have, really seize it and use it, because you will be able to succeed. Not only because of this astrological aspects. And if you like astrology, do check with your favorite astrologer here on YouTube. There are many and they're really good. But also you have in the center of the reading one of the two major arcana cards, the Judgment. And Judgment talks about good news coming your way. We have actually an angel announcing the good news, right? And this good news, of course, is a card that has a heavy religious significance to it, right? And it brings the good news to those who have been in purgatory. Okay, so the purgatory is going to end, and finally a more relaxed and a happier time is about to start. So what I'd say is that this determination and putting this determination to work actually will give good results, and you will receive good news that you're able to move forward. Okay, this will be from the middle of the month onward. So use the first 2 weeks of the month, or even if you're listening to this in August, to really think what else can you actually do to make this move forward. Okay, don't sit around and wait. Not just because of these two cards, but because you have in the things you won't be able to avoid, whatever you have to accept, you have the other major arcana card, and this is the strength card, a card that has come up a lot this month. Okay, if you check your videos for your rising and for your moon sign, you will probably heard me at some point saying this is a card that has nothing to do with physical strength, and it has to do with inner strength, with a strength that comes up from, it builds from knowing that you are in the right place in your life and that you're doing the right thing. If we look at the face of this woman, she is very calm and peaceful. You know, she's not distressed because she's trying to tame the lion with a necklace of flowers. She knows she's doing the right thing. Okay, so this is something you won't be able to avoid, which means that you have to develop your inner strength. This situation that you are stuck in right now is a situation that you are because you need to, as a lesson in your life, in your path in this life, you have to develop your inner strength. So, you know, this might sound a bit harsh, but really I think you should question yourself. Are you still in this situation because perhaps you're not showing how powerful you can actually be? Perhaps you're giving others your power. Okay, so really think about that, because maybe I feel like the change for this has to start within yourself. You know, something that it will be created inside of you, and that will give results eventually on the outside, on your surroundings. Now, another way you will be developing this strength has to do with the 5 of coins we have in the help position. Now, the incoming help is interesting because it also talks about you. This is a card that usually is negative because we have two people who actually feel very alone. They might be even be going through some kind of financial stress. They're hurt and they're walking in the snow and they're not going through a good situation at all. But the thing is that with this card, we see that they're too focused on their own pain, and they can't see that they're walking past a church where they can actually request help. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a card that comes with a sense of loneliness. And since it comes up in the help position, what I believe here is that you have been dealing with the situation on your own, quite alone, without anyone helping you. And eventually, finally, in this month of September, putting up with this all on your own actually pays off. Okay, because then the benefits, you will reap the benefits, yourself. You won't have to share the benefits of this with anyone else. This is all your own doing, and this is also a way of developing your inner strength. Okay, the fact that you went through the hard times alone means that when you go through the good times, you'll be a stronger and a better person, a more complete one. Okay, you won't be weak. I feel like if this good times come before you actually develop this inner strength, you won't be able to actually enjoy it, or it could be into something not so good. Okay, as the final cards we have the 7 of Wands. This is a card that talks about having to deal with many things at once, and this of course brings a little bit of a stress. And another thing that comes with this card that it's actually, I feel it has to do more with this reading, is that it talks about setting boundaries. Okay, putting a limit to other people's demands on you. And usually water people can give a lot because it's easy for you to identify with someone else's pain, with someone else's grief or sad situation. And that's all really good and very nice, but at some point some people realize that, and they sort of they become leeches. I'm sorry, it's a horrible word to say it as a comparison, but they start to drain you, they take from you, okay, and you don't get anything in return. So this Seven of Wands comes up with the King of Cups. This is you, and the kings are masters of their element. In your case, this element, Cancer, is water. It has to do with feelings, with emotions. And if we look at the king, he's floating on the water. Okay, he's not drifting away, he's not drowning. He is very comfortably floating above the water. It's very peaceful water as well, not like this water. Okay, so by developing this inner strength, by dealing with these things on your own, you are able to, when the good times come, you're able to put a limit to other people demanding from you. Okay, and that also allows you to be a master of your element, you know, to be a master of your feelings and your emotions, because by setting the boundary, you are not allowing other people to feed themselves of you. You're not being drained. Okay, so it's a good month where we have a combination of inner work and inner like evolving. You will be evolving as a human being, but at the same time this evolution will give results in your surrounding, the life that surrounds you. Okay, it's something that begins with yourself, and eventually you will spill it out to everyone else around you, and actually in good ways for everyone, because even if you start saying no, you will stop, you know, enabling someone else's situation when they have to take care of their own things. They can't just come to you every single time, you know. There's a lot of growing as in your emotional aspect, you know, like I said before, mastering your own element. So I hope this is helpful, Cancer. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. Thank you for being a part of this community, and I'll see you next month. Take care.